With all the racists and people who just don't make callouts in CS2, I thought, what's better than just not playing? Playing a shittier version of this game, of course. That's where Valorant comes into play. In 2020, at a time where people were stuck inside and had nothing better to do, Valorant released on PC. Me being like 11 at the time, the only things I had was a PS3 and a Switch, which you couldn't play Valorant or any type of shooter except for fucking Fortnite, which I would play rigorously. But then, on Christmas of like 2022, I received my baby, my darling angel, my Acer Nitro 5. Sorry, it's just my first and current actual good computer. Anyways, back on topic. I didn't start playing Valorant though, no. I started playing CS Source, yeah baby, hell yeah! I played it because I bought it for Gary's mod, and I grew to love it because it was just so lightweight, because it was so fucking old, and I could play it while watching YouTube on my other monitor without having like a 1 frame a minute. This then grew into me watching videos about CSGO cases, which would then spark my absolute love for 5v5 competitive. I now play CS2 every day, and I love it. Kinda. Anyways, enough glazing Counter-Strike, let's get into CS's ugly cousin. So, a little honesty is about to come through. I have played Valorant before, and I even have some skins that someone bought me. But I've never really gotten as much into it as I have CS. For good reason. The game just sucks. Plain and simple, it's just not fun. I truly do not understand how anyone could play that and enjoy it. Well, yeah, maybe if you're doing like a 5-stack, I was just solo queuing, but it was just pain the entire time. My first few games through this time were pretty bad. I forgot to record my first game, and in my second game, whenever I asked people if they played CS, one guy said he played it like an F-slur.
Slurs.
Like he didn't say the actual word, he just said F-slur to avoid getting fucking banned. We won that game 4-1 because the other team surrendered. And, there are some things that CS2 has stolen from Valorant, like, the winning score of rounds is 13 now instead of 15 like it was in CSGO, and the buy menu in CS2 is just carbon copy. Now on to my third game. I actually did pretty good this time. Once again, we won with a score of 13-8, but I really did not want to play anymore because it was just not fun. Like I said earlier, I just wanted to play something else. I was playing very poorly, so I ended the game with 14 kills to 14 deaths. Now, day 2. My fourth game, we lost. I did horrible, and our team only had 4 players on it because one of the players fucking left. And we surrendered 0-5. Now, because I wasn't warmed up, because it was just my first game of the day, I decided to play some deathmatch to really get to know the guns and get to know their spray patterns, even though they weren't really existent. It's still the same. I also learned that my crosshair was just not helping with my terrible accuracy, so I decided to go for a nerdy, one color, no outline, dot. And I did much better than with my little cheeseburger type crosshair. Now armed with my knowledge of the armory and a better crosshair, I decided to play one more game for the day to test out my newfound skills. Round 1 of game 1 starts with a loss, but the next round, sweep. I knifed the last guy, absolute buffoonery. Our team, for some reason, only went B while we were planting, not switching it up whatsoever, and I just was not having fun. And so, later on, I decided to start messing with somebody. This guy named Super Munchy Butt. He was getting really mad at me, because earlier in the game he said like, oh, my KD's in the negatives. And he got mad at me for stealing his kills. In that round I got a fucking ace. Even later on in the game, this guy looks at my Valorant tracker, calls me a smurf, and tells me my KD because I was making fun of him. Alright, I think I'm done. I want to go back to CS. Please. Please. Ah!